Oi, oi, it's May. This is... Why do I always chop me off in videos? I've got so much thing. Why do I put the tripod up? I don't know. Anyway, it's May the 3rd. I'm going to tell you a little story. Rather than just go off and shenanigans, I'm going to tell you stories to why some stuff's going to happen. So, years and years ago, I was in business and I rented a unit. In the building I'm in now, actually, a much bigger unit, much bigger industrial unit where I built control panels and we did all sorts of contracting work out of there. And at the end of it, there was a little office, 2 little offices in fact, not as big as the office I'm in now, but there's like a long thin one where I had this desk, the desk I'm sat at now, and in the other side, there was a little conference room with a drum as a table. I've got some pictures, I'll put some pictures up here, so I'm going to insert the pictures now, hopefully I can find them, because I tried to catalogue these things, yeah, but the desk I was sat at in the office bit, which was a smaller room, is this desk I'm sat at now, and this desk from IKEA was my desk at home when I moved into my house 15 years ago. It's gone from there to that office, into storage, back into the office house as a desk in my little girl's alcove and back here. Anyway, fucking tangents already. We're only 1 minute into this video, tangents over here. When I was there, a guy I know had got a business around the corner. He says, oh, come round, blah, 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 blah. So I went round. Well, it weren't round the corner, it's like in the next town along. And I went in there and he got like, everything was set up, like, computers, desks, chairs, and like there's about 8 filing cabinets. I always remember there's about 8 filing cabinets, yeah. I used to work with this guy at Good Bright Nurse House. I went in there and thought, oh, has he got me around here for some work, or is he going to get some work off me, or what, is it just a chit chat, whatever. And I remember going, oh yeah, we're all set up now, aren't we? Big loan off the bank and all that, and I leant on the filing cabinets, and all the filing cabinets that were stacked together in 8, they all leant together like dominoes. And I remember thinking, there's fuck all in these filing cabinets. What he's done is, he's gone out and he's bought all the office stuff. He's got a loan from the bank. And he's gone out and he's bought loads and loads of office shit. And all this is for show. The computers, the desks, the filing cabinets. There's nothing in them. It's all just it's a facade. And then there's a little workshop they had that was not in it at all at that point. But yeah, it was a facade. And I remember now, so I'll put another picture up of my other office, which was an old RF base. This is the first office I had ever at RF Newton, where I subletted off someone. Subletted a little office, it leaked. I moved to a bigger office, I got used to a workshop, and I'm probably going to try and insert some pictures. The best pictures I've got of this place now. And that's where I started. And in that office was this desk. So that went from my house to that office. It was built there, back to my house, back to my new office, my old office in this building, and now it's in here. And I'm going to tell a little tale about this, because over here, see that computer? That's a ThinkPad M900. That's out of skip. And that is just being reloaded now to go to Sam to do the podcast with. But it's out of skip. So let me show you some of the other things I found. I think I mentioned last video that I found these pictures out of skip. But yeah, let me talk to you about infrastructure and stuff like that and freebies. So there's an i5 ThinkPad that's just about working. That's going to go to Sam. It's got loads of USB ports so you can use that for the podcast, loads of monitors and stuff. Over there you'll see there's a stack of 4 more. They're the best ones I got out of the skip. I took about 10, 15 out of the skip. I got them. I also got this stack of solid state hard drives and mechanical drives. So I've just been jiggling all the parts around them. I'll show you some more downstairs if I go down the office, but I'm jiggling the parts around in them to make them work. So yeah, like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll happily be that tramp that goes through skips, you know. It don't bother me. Yeah, so what I'm alluding to is, you know, is this desk is almost 20 years old. It's been in every office I've ever owned since I started up on my own business. Since I started up properly on my own business. Some of these bits are like, these things are 20 years old. This is made out of wood, out of a skip. This lift for the table is made out of wood, out of a skip, yeah? Don't be a dickhead. Don't be all front. Don't be like my set. Don't be like this. Don't be this shallow as this set. Yeah, when you get going, you do whatever you've got to do. Just realise I've left the door open, window open and all that, but yeah. When you get going, do what you've got to do and you use what you've got to use. And even now, after being in business for like 24 years, I'm still riddling through skips, dragging out PCs, and I will use them. They will go on the set to replace the ones that are there to run the graphics and the videos, because they are ample and they'll just work, and I ain't going to fucking go and buy one to do it if I can acquire one. So yeah, beg, steal, borrow, make, do, amend. I like having nice tools. I like buying myself nice things. But I do remember a guy saying to me, it's a bit of a tight cut to be fair. He says, every penny you don't spend, you ain't got to earn. And I always think every penny you don't spend on 6 PCs that I got out of Skip. I could just spend that on going on holiday or taking drugs when I was younger, drinking, having a good time, buying shit that I really do want. So yeah, even now, I'm still riffling through Skips to pull out what I can find, because I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't need the bestest, greatest tools, as long as they work and do the job. It's nice to have nice things, but it's nice not to spunk money out on things that you don't even give a fuck about, like computers. And currently, this is what the actual office bit looks like. This is meant to be like this. This is meant to be the clean office here, but yeah. So I've got a load of point of sale screen stuff there I'm gonna try and use. That's the first computer I've done for myself. One's in the post to Sam. That's the first computer I've done for myself for running the podcast video and audio. And the reason it's all on here is because this is meant to be the CAD area. One of these PCs, one of them, is going on there to that screen to do CAD. And then I'm going to leave that area clean. The reason I'm not bothering is because down here, this is meant to be the fucking working area, and it's full of fucking crap in it. So yeah, so that's why it's like that. So I need to get rid of this as well, really. Because this is meant to be where the shit happens. Oh, and there's the Windows XP machine. Yo, what's up, Ford Blog? It's the 3rd of May, yeah? It's fucking a rainy Friday. I'm just going home. I've been in the fucking office doing all the IT shit all day. You might see that on this blog, I don't know. I've put on Instagram like that. But I filled in a load of fucking paperwork. I don't know if you watch this, I don't even fucking remember if it's so fucking boring, but a few months ago I filled in a load of paperwork for a company that someone put me in touch with. One of the Apprentice 1-to-1 crew. You'll know who they are if you're watching this, yeah, so cheers for that. I don't want to start naming names because I don't, but they know I'm doing this shit, you know what I mean? So, but I don't want to start naming names, but I'm very grateful in the background, yeah? Put me in touch with the company, do all the health and safety stuff, and I says, look, I'm not your average contract spark, I do like shit no one else wants to do. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Anyway, nothing was coming forward. It weren't like, there's not always instant results, but I know that. So, what? First of all, yeah, you don't always get instant results, yeah? You don't fill in all the paperwork at the company, and next thing you know, they start ringing you. They could sit there on their system dormant for fucking years, and I know that. And sometimes give a little nudge out, mate, how you doing, all that kind of stuff. But you know what I mean? Like, don't be fucking pushy. No one wants some pushy cunt. Anyhow, they messaged me about doing some PV metering. They've got to change some meters. I was like, yeah, right up my street. Oh, it's got to connect to some fucking crazy data logging system, even more right up my street. And I've just been plodding along dealing with that, yeah? I had to get all the initial information. I had to work out what they want, and I've had to go to and fro a couple of times, check a few bits and bobs. Before I can even give them a quote, I've had to like check the meter, the type of meter we're going to use. Type of meter we're going to use, what the communications protocol is, loads and loads of stuff before I can even give a quote. So hopefully that's coming across to them as like, oh, he knows what he's doing, he's making sure there's no fuck-ups, because effectively we have to drive around the country fitting these, so there's no room for error. You've got to get it right at the start. It's got to be a fixed price quote for all these sites, so that was good. And then what I was talking to this guy about, I says, oh, by the way, because I got to do loads of other stuff, you know. He says you have to wait for the company to come back for a while. Says, if you need me in the meantime, mate, you know where I am. I do loads of other stuff. Then something important happened. The website that I've made, I don't know if anyone's looked at it or watches it or whatever, but I've listed on there all the things I do with a picture and a little bit of bump, yeah? And I've fucking had this website for years that just linked to Piers Morgan's Twitter. It's a different story, but I put a bit of time into it on GoDaddy on the free website builder, bought the website actualelectricalcontent.co.uk, and I made it look reasonably decent. And I said, yeah, mate, there's a list. Don't let me just write an email. There's a list on this website of the things I do. Anyway, he's then sent that website to people within his company. Says, oh, we've got this guy on the books and he does this. Here's his website. It's dead fucking to the point. Next thing you know, some guy rings me about fixing some machinery. Now, I didn't like go professional. I just went like normal, like, yeah, this, that works. Spoke to him like he's a normal human being, yeah, which he seemed to like because he mentioned it. And now they're coming back saying, yeah, we want you to go and look at one of these machines that's broken. And machine repairs is good money, but it's hard to find the work. So yeah, all that fucking around I've been doing in the office, all that fucking around at the start of this month, like sat in the fucking office for a couple of days, like hanging around back into a drive, all that fucking around in the office, like setting my website up, buying the domain address, getting the pictures, writing the text, fucking about, like all the fucking around in the office that I thought was worth nothing, today has come to something. Like literally, they shared the website and the work came off it. So it was a good, it weren't external, it was a good internal feature. So yeah, I feel a bit better now. And then all the IT stuff's come together today. Like I fuck around, dragging stuff around. The office has been cleaned up this week. I've been ploughing away on this blog, and it just looks like it's on this blog, but I've been ploughing away at all the fucking backroom admin bullshit for 3 months on and off between work, which there haven't been a lot of. And then today I was like, fucking hell, all that fucking around I did has paid off. So yeah, bank holiday weekend, it's pissed it down. See you later. But yeah, hang on. I put a couple of days work to that website, a little bit over a couple of days. Kept looking at it, kept tweaking it, kept asking people. And it paid off and probably got me a decent job there that could do loads of decent work. So yeah, what's the moral of the story? Well, fucking make sure your ducks running, I suppose. And like when you see me doing, you're boring admin, it's not boring, it's fucking absolutely essential to running your business. 7th of May. I've been teaching, it's bank holiday yesterday and it's Tuesday today. I'm teaching at Centrica. I do teach some course at Centrica, which is British Gas, not very corporate of me, but it's Centrica I teach there, I teach a basic electrical course. Been doing that today. I really enjoy it because it's always full of people that really want to learn, and they don't mind me speeding off on mad tangents, which I'm assuming you don't mind either if you're watching this bollocks, but they don't mind me spinning off on mad tangents and telling crazy stories about my electrical trade that are relevant to the course, you know what I mean? I don't just talk about a time I robbed a vending machine in a co-op when I was at work. I tell them actual stories that mean something. I think that goes a long way in training to actually be able to relate to it, which is why I'm always disheartened to see trainers that aren't actually Sparkies or haven't actually been Sparkies. And I'm always disheartened to see that some Sparkies don't want to move on and teach them skills for money, you know what I mean? I'm not a hero or anything, but yeah, dead enjoyable course I'm teaching. And I've just been doing that today, so I'll be a bit quiet this week on the old Instagram and this blog because I'm just passing on the little know in the style I do it, and they seem to like that style. Although I've had good feedback on courses. Maybe it's because I'm a gobshite, I don't know. But yeah, I've been doing that this week, and I've also just dived down the office doing my admin on tonight, so it's all done to free myself up for the weekend, which is a bit fucking boring. I did actually have something to say on this bit. I thought it'd be worthwhile, and now I forgot. So this might end up in the bin. Who knows? But yeah. Oh, that was it. Spoke to some people from the old job last week. I don't like to keep ringing them up like it's a very difficult situation when you leave somewhere. I've met some really good people when I was at my old place that I want to stay in touch with, but I don't want to like keep asking them like I'm missing it, you know what I mean? Because I'm not, although I enjoyed my time there, but I don't want to keep ringing. But I had a couple of calls off some people I was working with, just to chit chat, say hello and that, which was nice. And then they're going, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. I was like, fucking hell, it just feels to me like it was fucking months ago, like 9 months ago it feels like, but then I realised I've only been gone 3 months, which would be a notice period. So to them, I haven't left long ago. But to me, it feels like fucking forever. And I'm guessing the point I was trying to make was that's what it feels like when you go on your own. Like every day, when you're not doing work, when you're digging around looking for stuff, when you're doing stuff like the website and all that kind of stuff, it feels like it's going on for fucking ever. But realistically, to the people that's working over it, it's only 3 months because you're putting in loads more effort to doing it than you feel like. Is this coming across right? I don't know, but it feels like I left ages ago because I've done so much to grow my own business between when I left and then. And when I left I had no work, and now I've got work and I'm earning money. So yeah, I've like got this training gig, I've got some other work coming up, I've got myself into with other people, I've been networking around and doing stuff and meeting people and getting old contacts back and stuff like that. But yeah, if I'd have been at work, 3 months wouldn't seem like a massive amount of time. But when someone says only 3 months, it's just like, fucking hell, is that it? I had to look back over these blogs and see when I'd done them and stuff like that. Because, yeah, when you're on your own, it's a fucking long old trudge, mate. It feels like it anyway. Five to 9 on Friday the 10th of May, yeah? Work-wise, let's talk about work. We don't do that much anymore. Just me moaning. I'm going to Scotland next week, to Edinburgh, to do a job in a supermarket, some automation machinery for a company that someone got me. I mentioned in this video before, someone got me some work. It's that lady's there. So I got me some work, or got me in with the company, and it's come off now. So I'm going to Scotland, 3 days. Tuesday I've got to go see another firm about some energy metering. This weekend it's Forest Chelsea, so I'm doing the Forest match tomorrow, and then there's something at the forest ground on this Monday, so I'm working there. Today, I've been running around like a nutcase trying to get all the stuff prepped for all those fucking jobs, and I've been doing some courses. Well, when I do a safe isolation course, I take on my gear, all my safe isolation gear, all the proven unit, Martindale, and loads of legacy ones to show off. I've took it to a course, can't fucking find it now. So I've been forced to clean my garage out tonight, which is why I'm at the chip shop at fucking 5:09, getting some scran. I fucking hate losing stuff. Absolutely fucking detest losing stuff. That's 150 quid down the shit tonight if I can't find that Martindale that I'm going to have to fucking buy. So basically like half a day tomorrow's a fucking write-off, innit? Because I've just had to buy that, so I'm fucking fuming. Honestly, I've just got re-agitated myself thinking about it, but I've checked the office, I've checked the fucking workshop, I've checked the van, I've checked the garage. I cannot fucking find it, and I'm so angry about it now. I'm gonna go and eat. Oh, I've got to have about 8 pints and get sad about it, but unfortunately I can't because I'm at fucking Forest tomorrow all day, and in the morning I've got to go and do prep work. So yeah, I do remember being on this blog moaning that I didn't have a lot on, and now I've literally got work coming out of my arsehole, and it's seriously affecting my dossing time, which is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, we'll see how we go for the rest of the month. I'm on holiday soon as well, so that takes a little part of it. But you know what, this month, even though I'm on holiday for a week, I might earn what I earned at my old company. It's Sunday, the 12th of May, and I'm going to work. I was at Forest yesterday doing the final match, Forest Chelsea. I think we stayed up unless something drastic happens next week, so that was good. It was fucking roasting, which makes it hard work in the gallery and stuff for the lads up there in the glass cage, looking at doing music and stuff like that. Today they've got some academy day for all the young footballers going off that they dropped on us on Thursday. Can we go and do all the audio and that? So we're going to go and do that. Hopefully it'll mostly be matches, so it'll give me a chance to just sit down on my computer, get some stuff sorted out, because it's fucking bonkers. I think I said in another video like about your admin time and that. If you get admin time, I was in the TA with a guy, I not name him, but he was a fucking clever bloke, yeah, sound bloke, and he'd always have an afternoon nap. I thought that was a bit bent, to be honest, but he'd like go, whenever you can get some sleep, get some sleep. So in that bit in the boring afternoon where we'd be tossing it off or doing something where you're just doing note between like the going out and the finishing the working day bit, he'd have a nap. And he'd go, always get yourselves a bit of sleep, because you never know when you're going to get some again. Fucking bit weird. Then when you go away training, you'd be like, I'm doing no, I'll go to sleep. The next thing, all hell breaks loose, so you're glad you have a kip, yeah? And it's the same with admin. I'm so happy that I've got all my admin done, because now, when shit hits the fan or things go wrong, I don't have to worry about, oh, I've not got that ready. So yesterday, all my forest gears ready went down there sad. I went to the garage on Friday night. I think I did a video on that. I don't know if I fucking put it on here or what, or if it's part of this, but I was in the garage till fucking 9 o'clock, like 9:30, just sorting all the garage out, sorting my tools out, getting my tools ready to go to Edinburgh this week, yeah? So this morning, when the fucking boiler broke, as it does, this morning when the boiler broke, I was like, in my house, obviously, I was like, boiler's broke. I could just whip in 10 minutes and have a quick go fix. That's the diverter valve, by the way. But I didn't go, fuck, the boiler's broke, I need to sort the stuff out for next week. I've got to sort the forest out. The forest stuff for today was on the van last night. It was done. I screwed up in a way. The stuff for Edinburgh is sat in my garage, waiting to go to Edinburgh. I haven't booked the hotel, so they give me a PO number, but the stuff I need for Monday is ready. So, admin, proper, the 7 P's in it, proper plan and preparation prevents piss poor performance. That boiler breaking this morning has got all the scope of me being busy on Monday, tomorrow, then me being in Edinburgh Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then me being back on Friday. I'm on holiday and it's the weekend, the week after. So it had all the scope for me to leave my family without hot water for the week, if that makes sense. It doesn't sound like it, but that's a big fucking deal, isn't it? So yeah, the preparation is definitely the key, and I don't know if I've alluded that to enough in these videos. So yeah, and I'm going to go to the forest now and play some music. I've got a load of admin done while I'm sat there, because if you sat around doing nothing, you may as well be doing something. Yo, self-employed blog. I am on a 5.5 hour drive back from where have I been? Between Glasgow and Edinburgh in Scotland. A big supermarket depot, doing some machinery repairs, because that's literally what my original trade is, really, as well as being an electrician. I should explain it really, I might do that after this, but I've been up at a supermarket chain doing some machinery repairs. I got back into it, put my name around, I did it. For a long time I've worked in the energy industry, but working in machinery is where my heart really lies. It's what made me my money, and it's what I quite like. Being a process control engineer, as we call it, as opposed to an EC&I engineer, process control being the person that makes, I don't know, sugar get into bags, bags get onto pallets, pallets get onto robots, all that kind of stuff, yeah. So that's much more where my heart lies, and I enjoy it much more. I put the feelers back out in the industry that I was back. Big man's back! And I got some work, so I've been up there doing that. There's no footage of it on anything, my social like that, because big supermarkets, they won't even ask me, they don't want you doing stuff like that, because it's a bit secretive what goes off in their depots, they don't want everyone else knowing, even though they're probably exactly the same. So yeah, so I've got the 5.5 hour drive back, and it's been a good little earner, to be fair. I didn't do a massive amount of work, but I did a lot of reporting, so sometimes the customer's like, what is going off down there? And they want you to convert that into plain English for them, or into like something. I've realised that I'm older, I'm quite technically minded, and I understand the concepts of all the technical things, and I also understand that I have an ability to explain them on a report in a manner that the customer wants. The customer does not want loads of technical details. The customer wants to know, like, what condition is my machine in? What specific parts of the machine are in these kind of conditions? How would you assess it? What would you do to fix it? And how much is that going to cost? And I've realised that I have sufficient technical knowledge, business experience and experience in general to produce that kind of document. Although it takes me a bit long because I'm a bit of a dyslexic spaz, I can do that now. And I've realised that's something I should be doing, because it earns more money, and that's what I've naturally progressed towards. Although I'll still fix the machine, I can do that. So whenever I go somewhere now, I produce a report on what I've done. I think it's a nice touch. And they go, oh, he's been down there, he's fixed this. Oh, look, he's also put a report on what he's actually done, what he did to rectify and how he did it, and a general report on the machine, because it just says to the customer, I'm such a Billy Big Ball motherfucker, I know so much in my big head that I can go and fix a machine for you, you can pay me, and I'll tell you exactly what I've done, because you know, threat to me, because I'm Billy Big Brains, yeah? So like, I think it's just nice though, like, I can't milk everyone for every job, and I was training one of their blokes, showing him how some stuff worked, showing him how sensors works. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it gets you a good vibe. People are more likely to call you, and again, if they call me and say, I'm on a machine, mate, I'm stuck, he gives an hand on the phone, I'll give him a hand, because when a job out of an hand and they're in the club, as long as they give me a little bit, I'll keep them happy. So it's a bit of a weird one. Then I'm on holiday next week, and then I'm into 3 weeks of teaching. And I'll start teaching, and I've got some work booked in around that. It's like a 3-day course. I've got work booked in around that, weekends and all sorts. So going well. I'm guessing that if this, if work is going well, or I'm busy, this blog will get shorter, which is good news for you. Shorter. I'll still do it monthly, because I think some people are interested. Well, about 3 of you, but yeah, the more work you get, the shorter this blog gets, because like, the businessy bit, I've done all of it. Oh, well, I've not done all of it. Like, it's not like I'm not making business. I suppose the natural progression now is I've gone from working for someone to my own business, back again, got it off the ground and got it running. I am running at about 75% bookings for months now. I'm filling 75% of my month with actual work. I'm telling you about the business side of that. I suppose the next logical step is, do I settle on this and have me as the talent, where I go around doing the work and do the bits and bobs, which is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and can earn me a reasonable amount of money? Or do I get the band back together and find a few other lads that want to contract me, not work for me? I'm not employing anyone anymore. I'm saying that right now, but I've proved where I'm at. And do I start sending them to these breakdown jobs? Because I've got a few boys that can do this kind of stuff. I also sub quite a bit of this out, because I don't do PLCs, so I get someone to do that. I've got someone new to do that, actually, off Instagram. So I don't handle that with myself, because I've not got enough experience and stuff's moved on. But do I get the band back together and start putting other people in? I don't know. Oh, that's a pot ball explode. That's a pot ball thinking up. So yeah, that's where we're at. Work's going well. Money's coming in. The teaching keeps the money from coming in as well. And I suppose it's next, if there is a shortage of these machinery engineers, which it seems to be, which is why they're getting people like me in, how am I going to play that is the next logical step. Hiya, I've gone on holiday at this point, so I won't going to put anything else, I'm going to put this on holiday, but I want to show you some pictures of something that ruined my holiday. It was all these drain covers that had been put back wrong in the wrong places. I am back off my holiday. I don't know how long this video is now. I don't know if it's quite boring. Well, it's quite boring all the time anyway, but it might be even more boring because I've been on holiday for a week to Cyprus, all inclusive, 4-star, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking big player, so I roll. Also, looking at the clock, the watch, it's the 27th and it's bank holiday Monday. I'm just going to go and fetch a dog from his holiday. And I don't think I'll do anything else interesting this month because the rest of this week I'm teaching at a customer. I'm teaching for a person people I teach for, Centrica, and I am teaching at a customer's premises, so I certainly won't put anything up there. But I've got to get back into the grind. I've done all the posts, sort the emails out. It's still just lingering on for last month. There's nothing exciting to report, apart from the fact that it is the end of my tax year on the 31st of May. My tax year's a year later. I just did it to it makes my accountant's life easier, basically. That they haven't got a load of year ends in April, so I just staggered my tax year for years. I've done for years. Makes it a little bit easier for my accountant, a little bit cheaper, I think. So this video next month will be self-employed blog, but in the meantime, I think I'm going to put out a how much I've earned video. Just because, like, I can't expect to inspire people to go on the road and do this kind of thing without putting up. So I'm going to get my accounts from this year. I'm going to sanitize them so it's just the values, so all the customers' names and stuff, I'll just call them customer A, customer B, customer C, let you know which one's the better one, blah blah blah. I'm going to do a like what I've earned so far this year video. Again, I think I've said this in a video before. When did I leave the Conrad who I worked for before? I think it was at the end of April. When's the Christmas do? Sorry, I think it was at the end of, I'm going to put it here. But it feels like fucking ages. And I don't think it's that long. I think it's less than like 4 months. So just remember that when I put that video out, 4 months of that year will be while I still work for them. So yeah, this might be the end. I don't know, I might put a little bit on depending on how it edits up. But yeah, watch out next month. I'm going to put how much I earn. I'm going to do that. And yeah, that's it. I don't think there's much more to do this month. Sorry it's not that fucking, sorry, it's always boring. So get used to it. See you later. Just driven an hour and a half from Nottingham to get to a job which is near, I think I'm near Burton-upon-Trent, for a customer, through an agency, for a trainer. And before I went away on the Friday, I was like, have I got all the information I need yet? And I got the slides off the trainer, confirmed it was all going there, because obviously I'm straight on holiday, straight back yesterday, bank holiday, straight to this train today. I literally confirmed everything, and then I've got here today, and it's fucking cancelled. And the agency haven't bothered to fucking ring me or text me. Now I've got a 3-day gap in my week. So we'll see what fun we can have with that. But welcome to being self-employed. Welcome to working for other people where all someone's got to do is tell you that something's cancelled and you can go, all right then, yeah, it is what it is. And now it's like, now I've got to have a fucking argument about who's paying for this journey I've just made and this day that I've wasted. So yeah, that's going to be fun. It's not going to be great for relationships because I've got a fucking nasty habit of telling people to fuck right off when they do stuff like this to me. Can't stand this kind of organisation. All someone's got to do is find out it's cancelled and tell me. So anyway, I'll let you know how this develops, but at the minute I'm very, very angry. But I'm going to calm myself down and drive home. But I'm going to drive back to Elfside and do some work, do some video edits and some content. So I've got some stuff in the pan, but pisses me off stuff like this, man. Sit rep. It is still the 28th of May. Oh man, fucking, this is a self-employed tip. This is what it's all about. So that's why I made sure I fit this in today. So, this morning I was booked to go and do some training at the establishment. Then when I walked up there, they didn't know I was coming. So, I was like, well, I don't know I'm coming. what's going off here? So I rang the person that I trained for through an agency. I was like, oh, did the agency not tell you? It got cancelled. No, the agency didn't tell me. Fuck's sake. An hour and a half, then an hour and a half back. Went back home, did sorted a couple of bits and bobs out while I was there. Then I was like, I'll go down the office because now I've got the whole week available. I will squeeze something in probably, but I've got a couple of days in the office, so I'll come down here and get all my shit done. What I've been doing is get my bank statement, which on the front of there, and add all the invoices to it, so it's all ready to go in the books. Yeah, you'll see. Look, they're over here. Let me show you. They're all there, ready to go in the books. Da-da! That's a shit view in it. They're all there, ready to go in the books. Look, I've stacked them all up. Anyhow, when I got here, I sort of like a bit bamboozled because I weren't expected to be down here. So I went down the office and fucked around. I got a few bits and bobs. I did a little video for Instagram. It's going to be a YouTube video. That's all set up in the background. You can just see it there. Because I was like, well, I've got time now, innit? And to be fair, my stuff is admined. And I was like, well, I've got a bit more admin time. So rather than... I've got done what I want to get done. I'm not making... I don't want a fucking charity donation. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking on the breadline or like that. I don't need your fucking sympathy note. But I fucked around in the little YouTube video thing about normally open, normally closed, which you'll probably see. And I was like, well, I've got tomorrow. No, when I get down tomorrow, I'll get proper into it. When I get here tomorrow, I'll have been here today. When I get here tomorrow, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'll just crack on with that, yeah? Anyhow, and this is the bit where I don't know why I'm moaning, because then someone was like, I could do a call out back up to Scotland. So I was like, well, I've got something in Friday. I can do some jiggery pokery. And now I'm going to Scotland. But because I was here, and I'd started stuff, I wanted to finish it. So now it's fucking 6:15. Now I've got to go home and pack to go to Scotland, tools and kit, which again is ready, it just needs assembling. But fucking hell, forgot this is what it's like. You get fucked around by someone, it wrecks your entire week. Now my entire week's fucked. Not fucked. What am I moaning about? Why am I moaning? It's not fucked, is it? Because I've got some more work. But I suppose I'm just not doing what I planned. And no one doesn't want to be prepared or have planning done. So what was going to happen this week, what was going to happen for the next 3 weeks is now not happening. The agency fucking just pissed me around. I'm messed because what's the crap this? They never got back to me. And in the end, I just got so fucking wound up. I was like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Fuck your work. Like the next 3 weeks work you've got booked me in for, don't worry about it. I'm not interested. Because that's our role. I want to say I'm flexible, but I don't want to be fucked around by people. So like when I've turned up to a job, wasted most of my day, and then I think, well, why the fucking hell should I bother being organised for you next week? You dicks. Not the people I'm working for, Mustard Rad, the agency. Because they don't really care. All they do is run me up last week and say, it's not on anymore. I would have got her in the frame of mind to do what I wanted to do. But as I didn't know what really was going off, I didn't. So nah. So anyway, the good news is, I've got another job to fill the gap. The bad news is I now have to cancel the rest of the stuff I was going to do for the agency. Because fuck them. Like, I'm not being fucked around. And when I rang up, they're like, oh, well, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm like, well, not really. You confirmed it. Like, 3 days booking is a 3 day booking. You can't just not tell me it's not happening, let me go there, then fuck me off for not paying me. Like, I won't pay for the 3 days because that's what the booking was for. That's why we agree. I agree to exchange my goods and services for your money. And then when I get there and you go, oh, no, I don't need to do it anymore. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Don't know if I'm coming across harsh in that. Let me know. But anyhow, now, going to Scotland for 3 days. Maybe a little bit longer to get a load of jobs sorted out, the machinery, a bit of job. I can go and do that, no problem. But yeah, it's a bit pissed off. Can you imagine if you did that to every customer? Can you imagine that I treat every customer like that? And she went, you know, if I went to Scotland, no, tomorrow, I'm going to leave Nottingham about, I don't know, 8 o'clock, get there for about 2. Imagine if I just rang up about 2 and went, oh, you know what, I'm not coming. They'd think I was alright, cunt. Like, the annoying thing was as well, the agency I was working for, which I won't name, the guy I was dealing with initially was fucking great. Dead well organised, really communicating, great on the email. He'd email me, can you do this? I'd say, yes, I can. He'd an email back, that's confirmed, and it was all cool. He got taken off that and put on, some other guy got put on, it was a bit slapdash. It's just a shame with this, it's a good source of work, but I don't know, maybe I've just got a short fuse, maybe it should be better, but I can't stand to be fucked around. And now, because I've had to take on more work this week, and I've not got Friday available, I don't really want to work the job next week because it's fucked my weekend up. Anyway, I'm just waffling now, but I just don't like being fucked around. I don't mind planning, I don't mind working around people, I don't mind being flexible, but just being cunted around and then left to be cunted around, I think, well, why should I do that? So anyway, we'll see how this develops, because now you'll probably get another 2 days out of me, and I'll tell you what goes off. Maybe I'll calm down by them, speak English, but that is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, I've got wrapped up in the office to a level where I can come back here whenever I get back here, and I'll come back here and carry on with what I've got done in here, and hopefully and fill the gaps and not be down, because now I sort of in my head over these next 3 weeks I'll allocate that money to something. Now I've got some other money which I'll use for that, but mate, I'm waffling now. I'm going to fuck off. I'm in a bad mood, I think. Bit calmer. What it was is I'd planned to go and do this training, get back in the evenings, get some stuff done around my house, and it all worked out well for that. Well, now I'm not going to be back in my house, I'm going to be working away, but I'll do it when I come back. I'll have next week off and do it, but it's just agitating me because I'd planned loads of stuff around a customer. I'd planned loads of stuff around someone, and that someone's fucked me around. And I don't expect people to not make mistakes, yeah, but I expect people to pay for them. Not like poker, but I expect to go, well, if that was me and I booked someone, I couldn't take them, I'd go, look, mate, it is what it is, I've cancelled you, I'll meet you halfway, I'll pay for half of it, something. I don't know, done a deal. Just at least made them think like, just at least made the effort to look like I gave a fuck. And to be like, look, we'll sort it out next time, or I'll sort some other work out. I'll just do something. But because they did nothing, it infuriated me. And it's messed my plans up, but it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, I hope that's come across right and not moaning again. Hello, self-employed boys. 20 for me. I don't know what's just been shown before that I want to do because I recorded last night, but last night I was fucking agitated. I let myself, for the first time I've been self-employed, get proper agitated over a situation. And I have this rule, right? And I tell people this rule, but sometimes it's hard to fucking follow your own life advice. Now, I must have said this before on the blog, yeah? Don't try and control anything that is beyond your control. It will always make you miserable. And yesterday with this fucking agency, like, not letting me down because it's agency work, it's ad hoc, but the fact that they hadn't bothered to tell me the course had been cancelled, I turned up to it, really infuriated me. Because one, I turned up to a course like a twat, like I didn't know what I was doing. Then I'd wasted the day, and it had all been confirmed. I'd fucking confirmed it and rang in and booked it anyway. By the by, then a job came in and I'm on my way to Scotland now to do a call out, right? So I'll probably earn more money on this job than I would have done for the whole next week. So it is what it is, but at some point you just have to, I had to walk out of the office last night, just quickly tied everything up, put out one day, and walked out because I could feel myself inside getting angry and aggy and agitated. I used to get like a lot, I used to have panic attacks and stuff about organisation, if I'm honest. And I hadn't done it for a long time, but last night I felt myself getting fucking tense and angry about it. It's like, right, just drop it, go home. Like, luckily my home is not my office. I separate myself from work there. Went home, had a cup of tea, sat and watched some telly. I knew all my tools were in the garage ready. I knew I just had to put a bag together and clothes, which I'd done. So fucking fair one. So yeah, I'm back on it now. I feel better about it. I spoke to I got a few fucking people in Nato on WhatsApp. I got a few spark groups going off on that. A couple of people told, like, I speak to Sam more than my mum or something like that. So having a chit chat with people fucking made it all a bit better and that. And now I'm better off about it. So yeah, that was that. And in one of those groups I was chatting about it with, I did mention this, and I'll mention now, I think it's worth mentioning, yeah. I went on holiday last week and I put some clothes back today, and I noticed quite a few of my clothes were threadbare. Like, my t-shirts had holes in where my belt sits. This is work stuff, by the way, not my normal clothes. Although some of my normal clothes are getting it. Like, some of my t-shirts where the belt goes, they've worn a hole through. Some of my underwear, like the elastic had separated from the pants, it started to just pull apart. And the reason is, in my house, I might have mentioned this before, yeah, we have this thing called not minimise. So when things get a little bit tight when the work's not coming in, I'll say to my missus, we're on not minimise. That means don't spend money frivolously. Yeah, she knows what it means, I expect to you. So we went on not minimise a few months ago because I didn't know what was going to happen. And then the last week or so, the bank accounts have become really healthy. A lot of my savings have been put back. I'm doing all right in a minute. I was like, right, fuck it, let's go down the Amazon list and the shopping baskets and see what I can get. And I went on holiday last week and I pulled a pair of pants up, and as I pulled them up, the elastic ripped off. And I was like, right, fuck it, I'm buying some pants. And I bought 9 pairs of Calvin Klein box shorts because I'm a big player, you know what I mean? And I was like, and it just sounds so stupid that I bought some underwear and I got the next side about it. I was like, that was the coming together of working and having money to spend on stuff I wanted. But the payoff was the fact that I'd sat on it, and not spent it, and been careful with my money and made things stretch so that I could get into a position where I could spend it frivolously. I didn't just get some money and spend it. I got to a stage where I could afford to spend it and spent it, and it was just nice to do. So I might buy some more pants. And I've come away this week, I've just chucked a load of t-shirts and stuff in my bag, and anything with a hole in now is going in a box. and it'll either become rags or Scruff's clothes or go in the bin or the clothing bag, something I don't fucking know. But now I've got a bit of money, I'm going to add them in my wardrobe and make it a bit tidy. But it's just nice, isn't it? Like, I know it sounds fucking boring. This whole blog is boring, but it's just nice to do that. That's just a nice thing, and that's what being in business is all about, is buying this. I'm only working so I can have a nice time. I'm not fucking, I love electrical, I love being an electrician, I love being an electrical engineer, I love having my own business, but I'll tell you a secret, yeah? I'm only doing it to fund my lifestyle, so I can go away in my caravan and go away on holiday and buy my kids nice things, stuff like that. I'm not doing it for any other reason. If it was fucking minted, I wouldn't work. I'd just rent a warehouse, fill it with tools and machinery and welders and fucking stuff, and I'll just make things. So the work bit exists to fund that one day. I'm not doing it because I fuck it. I wouldn't do this if I fucking, well, no, I wouldn't do this if I lottery. I'd make things. I'd have like a little train, one of them steam trains drive around on. But I'm not fucking in love with work. I do it for my lifestyle. And that lifestyle's coming back, which is nice. Pay off, yeah! Self-employed blog, it's the last day of the month, it's the 31st, so this is the last one I'll do. I'm going to edit this tonight and pump it out tomorrow, because I've got no videos in my enclave. It's a funny month, we have to do it straight away, yeah? I sat and edited this in my hotel room last night, and I was like, fucking hell, this is long, and is it boring? You know what I mean? I'm never going to be a big YouTuber, because I don't want to be really, because this is like niche material. Like, I literally know 4 or 5 people that engage me over this bit of content and talk to me about it, yeah? And that's it. Maybe other people watch it, maybe many people don't get this far in the video, but what I'm saying is if 4 or 5 people enjoy it, and I'm giving them something, or they're getting something out of it that's helping them in their business, that's fucking enough for me. Yeah, that's great. All I'm trying to do is help out with a little bit of the knowledge that I've got. Maybe not the knowledge, maybe the experience. And if 4 or 5 people are watching this and engaging, it's helping them a little bit, or making them maybe not helping them, but wasting their time, I don't fucking know. But as long as a few people are responding and saying, I enjoyed that, I got some tips out of that, it was interesting, or it's nice to see someone else was fucking around like I am, then it's good enough for me. I'm going to finish it on, I've just been up at this distribution centre repairing this machinery, right? And I was struggling, you know what I mean? The thing about repairing machinery is you are totally reliant on a good operator getting there. I don't run machinery, I just fix it. So you get there and some guy will go, oh, it was making a knocking noise, or it normally does this, or it normally does that, or this seemed like it weren't working properly. And that enables you to zone in on a certain area and do a repair much quicker. But up there, no one was like that anyway. They got this old operator back over to me who used to run this machine. He's Hungarian. And he's like, I don't want to tell you how to suck it. He's like, mate, I've always had this attitude, and I want this one to get across. I've never refused any advice. He's like, I will help you. I've worked on it. I was like, great, fucking brilliant. You're exactly the kind of guy I'm after. Anyway, it was fucking clear to me that this guy was a genius and knew exactly what he was on about with this machine, yeah? Brilliant bloke. And all the stuff I fixed, I could have fixed, but I've been up there 3 days. Actually, 20 hours of working time in those 3 days. And without him, it would have took me 40. I'd have worked it all out in the end. But him passing on his knowledge to me, fucking absolutely outstanding bloke, yeah? And I just got chatting to him like you do. He speaks reasonably good English, but a bit broken. And obviously he lives in Scotland, so he's probably used to wearing pidgin Scottish English. I just got chatting to him, I was like, are you an engineer then? He's like, yes. In Hungary, I'm an engineer. I don't know why I'm doing his accent. He's like, come here 12 years ago, started off as a nurse, did that for a few years, then went engineering, ended up working in a communist munitions factory in Hungary, making all the bombs for the Yugoslavian war, like missiles and shit. So he works on really fine, intricate things. So he was perfect for working on machinery, and his just knowledge was great. And once he realised I was into the engineering stuff and doing it properly, he was more open with me and stuff like that. And he says he used to run the machine, and he'd always be trying to fix it and make it better and tweak it and change it. Really gave a fuck. Someone really inspiring to work with, that he really gave a fuck. And because I gave a fuck, he stopped and helped me, and we got a load of stuff done. He was such a fantastic bloke, willing to share his knowledge, and I was like, oh, I'll do a bit of that, and it's nice to get a bit back, yeah. But without him, I'd have been totally fucked. But I guess some people rock up there, some engineers rock up there, they're like, fuck off, mate, I'm the engineer, I know what I'm doing. And the simple fact is, no one knows what they're doing totally. You can always do something like that. And that's the end of the blog for this month. I hope you've got something out of this, you 3 people that have watched this far. And it's a nice wrap up. I've actually finished a job today, and it's the last day of the month, so this is it for May. That's May. That's all the fucking trials and tribulations. Well, wing mirror got smashed off while I was up here. I'll just briefly finish on this, yeah. I think I've said, do not try and control things that are beyond your control. My wing mirror got smashed off. Not the old wing mirror, just the cover and the glass got broken. And I was angry about it. I got my dash cam footage down, and the fucking dash cam footage didn't work, so I've got to maybe tweak the dash cam a bit. Anyway, the moral of the story is, rather than getting agitated and angry about it for fucking days or weeks after now, I went online last night, bought the new glass off eBay, 12 quid. I bought 2 new covers for the wing mirrors that come pre-sprayed, 40 quid. It'll take me a couple of hours on Monday to sort it out. Say all in, it's cost me 100 quid, yeah? My wing mirror got broke off. Fucking wobbly do. It cost me 100 quid. Oh well, cost me a bit of time. There you go. But by Monday night, I'll have fixed it. I won't have to look at it, and I'll forgot about it, and I just moved on with my life and carried on. Because when you're on the grind, when you're self-employed, that shit happens. Uncontrollable costs happen to you. And if you let them get you down, you'll never fucking get back up again. So when stuff like that happens, just go, right, rather than spend the energy moaning about it, I'm going to spend the energy getting it sorted out quick, get it out of my visual eye line, and just carry on with what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to do in June. See you later.